a man of my word. I pay up my bets.
Way to go.
Kirk Cousins with
I'm proud of you.
Tafoya after the 28-24 win. Listen, the next time we do this, though, this is twice now.
Yes.
When you've put me in this box where if the Vikings win a game, I think they're going to lose. You make me wear the Kirk Cousins jersey. There has to be something that happens to you.
You did
if
this
I'm
thing
right.
yourself. I didn't. I mean, it's fine. I don't know what else to say.
Well, the next time I'm not
You're a
taking the
sucker.
challenge.
You're easy.
The
You're
next
easy,
time
okay?
I'm not taking the challenge unless you put something
Kirk
up.
Cousins.
Listen.
Cousins.
You're going to love what I say next. You hear what he just said?
Oh, of course. Here it comes.
What am I going to say?
Qualifying statement.
What am I going to say?
You're
Do you know
gonna
what I'm going to say?
Oh, the team won.
Well, you know what? But when he says that,
Yes.
the point is don't blame me when we lose. It's not me losing in prime
my
time.
gosh, would
the
you
team loses.
shut
It's
up?
a team game.
No.
This is his effort. This is his effort 3 weeks early to deflect the blame when they lose in Seattle.
Oh, my gosh. You're the worst Vikings fan I've ever heard.
I'm
You're
not
horrible.
Listen,
You're horrible.
I'm a realist. I wanted to be right last night. I thought the Cowboys were going to win the game. I don't understand it. And DeMarcus Lawrence does his team no favors. He played well.
Yeah.
He was all over the place last night. But don't say before the game, and this was like Thursday or Friday of last week, we're going to take the wheels out of the Vikings offense, out of the running game because the passing game can't beat us. Look, they didn't do either. Dalvin Cook had 97 yards. Alexander Mattison added some decent yardage as well. There was a drive in the third quarter where the Vikings ran the ball 10 straight times, broke the spirit and the will of the Cowboys defense. So, I give the whole Vikings team credit. And it is one of those games where it could have been a blowout. But it also could have gone the other way.
Sure.
The Vikings up 14-0. They could have made it 21-0. They didn't. But they hung in there, and once they fell behind, they unleashed that drive with 10 straight runs, and they pulled it off, and they held on at the end. The passing defense for the Vikings was horrible. Anytime you have multiple receivers with over 100 yards, your pass defense is not good.
Right. But the good thing about that, and, I do think that Mike Zimmer picked the poison there as far as, okay, if I'm going to get beat by the Cowboys and I have to choose whether I want Dak Prescott to throw for 350 or over 350-something yards or Zeke Elliott run for 130 to 150 yards, he would take the Dak Prescott throwing the ball. One, because he got the time of possession win yesterday. The Cowboys beat teams with running the ball, controlling the clock sometimes, and it's hard for your offense to get in rhythm. So he kind of did what the Cowboys do to them, and they controlled the clock, and you guys ran the football. Yeah, the Cowboys, I'm sure, as you said, DeMarcus Lawrence, they wanted to stop the run game, and they did a solid job. Dalvin Cook didn't go off, but still, it's all the other things they do off the run game that's so special that this year it's not complicated. It's the run, it's the bootlegs, it's the fake the bootleg screen, right? And that's where Dalvin Cook was really awesome last night too, was in the screen game. And he's proven, him and Christian McCaffrey are in a neck-and-neck race for who's the best running back in football.
With the score 28-24 late in the fourth quarter, the Vikings had the ball back, and it wasn't late when they got the ball back. They made it late because they chewed up a lot of time off the clock. The drive petered out in Cowboys territory. The Vikings punted. The Cowboys were pinned at their 5-yard line. They moved the ball effectively, efficiently. And it's almost like the Vikings defense wasn't even on the field. They were so worried about getting beat deep. They were giving up, and I think Chris called it the 9-stop route last night.
He did.
Where you fake like you're going deep, you slam on the brakes, there's nobody there because they're so worried about being burned over the top.
Right.
They give you that 10 yards, and it was just chunk.
It was.
But 2-minute warning, the Cowboys are inside the Vikings 20, 1st and 10 at the 19. Dak Prescott throws the ball to Amari Cooper for 8 yards. That's typical of what they were doing on the drive. But then they resort to the running game.
There you go.
Ezekiel Elliott gets bottled up on 2nd down.
Yep.
He gets really jammed in the backfield on 3rd down. And then 4th down, Eric Kendricks, who has been playing great linebacker this year, especially in pass coverage, breaks it up. That's not the game by any stretch because the Vikings ultimately had to punt. The Cowboys ended up having some chances to throw the ball into the end zone. Tavon Austin, and look, they told him, did you see that? Do not return the punt. He could have easily gotten the ball into Vikings territory.
Right.
But either way, the Vikings had to sweat it out at the end. They did have that great stop on the drive that felt like the Cowboys were going to go up 31-28, and then the Vikings were going to have to try to do some kind of a last-gasp thing. But a lot of criticism of the Cowboys for how they handled those two. Don't run the ball in that spot. When the passing game has carried you down the field in this position, why in the world are you trying to pop it through with Ezekiel Elliott? The Vikings were all over it.
They were. I mean, Mike Zimmer was not going to be outnumbered by the run game all night, so he always had an extra guy in there for as far as if there was 5 blockers, he had 6 defenders in there. You know, if it was 6 blockers, he had 7. He was not going to let that happen, which left him vulnerable to the outside, like you're saying. But at the same time, when those moments came around, like there at the end of the game, you know, you stop the run. You know, okay, yeah, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make him throw the ball on, you know, on a 4th down. Because we're going to, like, hopefully get the ball back even if they do score. They were not going to let the run game beat them. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. Now, yeah, they're susceptible to that stuff outside. Xavier Rhodes is not good this year. You know, Mike Hughes is still coming, their other corner who made his start last night for Trey Waynes. He's coming back from an ACL injury. He's like, what, just a year out from that? So he's not 100%. And Amari Cooper's awesome. So it's tough to stop that. Dallas is not afraid to play that one-on-one ball. But, again, the Vikings, that was a big win for their football team. That's going to give your squad a lot of confidence going here, going, okay, we can go on the road. We can win these type of football games. And Dalvin Cook, the defense, Kirk Cousins, Mike Zimmer, it was a great job by all of them to get the win.
And it's not just on the road. It's on the road. It's at night. It's everything together. It's the circumstances of the game. And they have some games coming up that are going to have similar circumstances. 3 weeks from tonight at Seattle. They'll be coming out of their bye week, so they have extra time to get ready for it. But at Seattle is never easy, especially at night. There's a night game scheduled for L.A. against the Chargers Week 15. That could be flexed out, which would be good news for the Vikings. Week 16 Monday night game against the Packers, who are still 1 game ahead of the Vikings in the NFC North. So that is not going to be an easy run for the Vikings, and they're going to have to continue to build on what they did last night if they want to be standing when the playoffs roll around.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.